Howdy heck and hello guys, it seems as though Amazon is exhibiting some sketchy behavior on Twitter. In this thread, it's become obvious that either Amazon is hiring people to shill for how great the working conditions of their fulfillment centers are, or they have bots doing this task for them. It's really unclear, but this thread is insane. So we're going to look into all the replies on this thread and the individual accounts of these ambassadors and see what's really going on here. It all started with this tweet from Amazon News. Come take a free tour at an Amazon fulfillment center to see what our warehouses are really like. Check out the locations and reserve your spot online. So this seems like an attempt at transparency from Amazon, trying to show off how great the working conditions of their fulfillment centers are, even though if you're going to a tour there, obviously everybody's gonna be on their best behavior and putting on that sweet saccharine grin to make you think that everybody's happy to be working at Amazon fulfillment. But let's get into the reply that started everything. Diana Wild here says, really because your workers are liars? You're not going to convince the working class that everything is fine by telling us where to avert our eyes. We already know what it's really like. Why don't you really treat your workers better? You can afford it. And before we get into the ambassador replies, I just wanted to point out that when you go to the original tweet from Amazon News, you have to scroll incredibly far to find Diana's reply, despite it having 9.1k likes and 485 retweets. I mean, that seems more like a Twitter problem than an Amazon problem, but it's still sketchy. On to the first ambassador tweet, and I do feel the need to point out that although these could be bots, they could also be real people, and in that case, do not send any hate or harassment towards these people because they're probably just trying to make some extra money. We have no idea what the circumstances of their lives are, so yeah, don't send hate to these accounts. This one comes from Dylan, Amazon FC Ambassador. Everything is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with the money I make or the way I am treated at work. Nice try, Ambassador Dylan LMAO, but you don't speak for those who have been wronged. And then Raphael, another Amazon Fulfillment Center ambassador, replies starting with 2 of 2, but when I went into Diana Wild's original tweet replies, there's no part 1, so it almost seems as though his 2 of 2 is part 2 to Dylan's tweet, but whatever. And I personally think the managers here at my fulfillment center are helpful, basing from my experience. It's a lot of physical work, but I believe that associates are not treated less like what you think. There are good opportunities and stuffs that employees are getting. Have a GD, I guess that's short for good day. I've never seen somebody use that abbreviation before. Are you a robot? Did they make a bunch of AI to lie for them instead of helping real workers? Nope, I am not a robot, ma'am. I was just sharing something from the fulfillment center that are all from me and my experience. That would be a crazy technology to artificialize thoughts. I am actually a picker inside the fulfillment center, prep items, and was given a chance to be an ambassador here on Social M. Our friend Diana replies to this by saying, how much are you compensated per tweet like this? And then instead of the original ambassador she replied to, replying back to her, Audra, a new ambassador, jumps in and replies, I don't get compensated per tweet. I get paid $15 an hour whether I'm answering tweets or out on the floor stowing. I do this 2 days a week, and 2 days a week I stow. It actually sounds like a pretty good gig if people are actually getting paid 15 bucks an hour to answer tweets. So they're paying you to tweet that you like your job, which is tweeting about liking your job. And then another new Amazon Fulfillment Center ambassador chimes in to reply to this tweet, and the weirdest thing about all of this is up until this point, not a single original replier to Diana has followed up on what she has had to say in reply to what they said. I know it's a little bit confusing, but usually if somebody replies to something I've said on Twitter, having an argument or something like that, I'll usually reply to them to defend my point, but none of these people are doing it. It's like they're handing it off to another ambassador, and Cindy says, LOL, no, we're not paid to say that we like our job. The FCA role is to educate others about what we do on our day-to-day at Amazon. It just happened that we enjoy what we do. LOL, yes, you are paid to say that you like your job. It's your job. But you're not educating anyone, you're attempting to re-educate. Amazon invested in in-house propaganda rather than bettering its lowest tier's employees' lives. Brittany, another Amazon FC ambassador, replies to this by saying, I am a tier 1, which is the lowest level employee at my building. We give our bad and good experiences working for Amazon. Now remember what she just said there. We give our bad and good experiences, because that's going to come into play when we actually look at these people's profiles. Diana Wild says, you aren't even Twitter users. These accounts don't even follow anyone, which is true. When I looked at each of the profiles of the people replying to this thread, they don't follow anybody. Somehow they have followers, but they do not follow any accounts. And then this guy, Baron Haynes, takes a screenshot of some article. I'm not sure where this article came from, but these were a few things it listed about this Amazon ambassador program. Amazon has launched a new program that encourages some of its fulfillment center employees to go on Twitter and talk about their experiences working there. These employees are called FC ambassadors, and spreading the word about working at Amazon is their full-time job, a company spokesperson said. So that already contradicts with what one of the women said, which was that she works 2 days tweeting and 2 days stalking or whatever. Everything the employees say on Twitter is positive, sticking to a few talking points like bathroom breaks and compensation, and we will look into some of that in these people's profiles. The program is a sign that the company is taking steps to protect its reputation as it gets tarnished by media reports and tweets from high-profile figures like Senator Bernie Sanders. Once again, a new ambassador enters the ring. Rachel J says, it is not our job to follow anyone, it's our job to share our experience as fulfillment center associates. To give everyone a first-hand look what our day-to-day looks like in the fulfillment center. That is it. Not to make friends or follow people or become Twitter famous, just to share. Diana Wild replies, yes, your job is to write fake propaganda for Amazon with fake Twitter accounts. Brittany replies, and finally we have one of the people that was previously involved in this thread showing up again, saying, these are real accounts. Our job is to give our experiences of working for Amazon. And why do they need you to do that for them, Ambassador Brittany? And she actually replies, so the good experiences are being heard, not just the bad. Then Diana says, what if instead they just fixed the bad experiences and took care of their workers? Our boy, Raphael from earlier, I think he was the second person that replied to this thread, pops in saying, it's me again. I appreciate your concern for the employees. Every day is an improvement inside the warehouse. But one thing is, there is actually an open door policy at the fulfillment centers, which allows us to directly communicate with our managers if we have concerns or issues. What Raphael is saying is that he's allowed to talk to his managers. Are you really bragging about that, Raphael, that your managers don't have a don't speak to me unless spoken to policy? Like, yes, most employees are allowed to talk to their managers. That's pretty standard. Diana says that means nothing. Managers don't have the power to improve wages or working conditions. Why does a different one of you reply each time? She's finally catching on to the sketchiness about that. Raphael says, sorry about that, Diana. It's true that our managers don't have the power to improve our wages, but they can help and look out for employees like me on doing the job that we do. To be honest, the wages of the fulfillment center is $15 to $17 an hour. Starting from there, CMs with good benefits and paid tuition for school. I know that he's like trying to fit as much text into 280 characters as possible, but it just looks so weird. Alright, and there's a couple things I'm holding off on talking about because I just want to finish up this thread real quick. Diana says, LOL, paid corporate accounts responding with corporate talking points. Might as well throw in some ad links, guys. This is all incredibly creepy, but it well illustrates what we already know. Amazon could do better, but chooses not to because they only care about maximizing their income or making maximum money. Carol, another Amazon FC ambassador, says the FCA accounts have been created through a corporate program, but what I say through this social media page is entirely based on what I earn / receive / experience as a regular FC worker. There weren't any talking points provided though. Then our good friend Diana Wild says, I feel like I'm talking to the Borg, and that's where this thread pretty much ends as far as Amazon Fulfillment Center employees, or whatever you'd call them, the ambassadors' involvement in it is concerned. So we're gonna look into some of the profiles of these Amazon Fulfillment Center ambassadors to see what the content is actually like, and then I want to talk about why I think that this is a horrible PR strategy on the part of Amazon. So first off of the ambassadors, we have Dylan, the first guy that replied, and it seems like he became an Amazon fulfillment ambassador pretty recently. On the May 31st, he says, "Hello, Twitter world. My name is Dylan, and I have been employed at Amazon for almost 4 years. I'm an avid sports lover and all things Louisiana." I guess he loves all things Louisiana, and it seems as though a lot of these people have this sort of intro. I went through all of his tweets that he just puts out to his followers. They are all positive things about Amazon, or just good experiences that he's had at Amazon, and all of his replies are him defending Amazon. So that's example one, that it's not like people are saying, "Oh, I had a rough day today." I honestly don't think that any of these people are sharing anything negative that happens at work. Our boy Raphael also has a similar story. It seems as though he's been doing this much longer, though. He's got a ton of tweets talking about positive things about Amazon once again, and this is my favorite thing that I saw in this profile. "Work at Amazon makes me grin with pride and joy. It is really fun. A haiku by Sarah." Like, what even is that? Alright, so I've personally gone pretty deeply into a few of these profiles, and I don't need to show you each and every one in order to tell you that everything that these people tweet out to their followers is some positive good times at Amazon, or something that Amazon is doing positively for the community, for their employees, for the world, the environment, whatever it may be. Having said that, I do think that there's a decent chance that Amazon isn't completely idiotic in all of this. I think that they probably do actually tell their employees, "Hey, give your genuine experience of being an Amazon employee on this Twitter account." However, from my personal experience, I can tell you that I've never once said something negative about the job I was currently working on social media for fear of, one, losing my job, or two, just having an uncomfortable workplace experience in case my managers or coworkers saw that. So why would these people running an account to be an ambassador for the company they work for ever say anything negative about it? It just seems counterintuitive. And let me know what you think, but I personally believe that if these people aren't specifically being instructed by their bosses to say positive things about Amazon and defend them in replies, they are doing it out of fear of losing their job, or the hopes that they might get promoted if it's seen that they've done a good job of convincing people that Amazon is a great, wholesome company. And I honestly do think I have somewhat of an idea what Amazon PR was thinking when they had a boardroom meeting about creating these accounts, or if somebody just came up with this idea. They're saying, "Hey, like, people don't trust us. We're a corporation, and when we shill for our company, it doesn't work because they know that we're just trying to make more money. But what if we have our employees tell them that it's great here and that it's awesome? That would work amazingly." But they should have known that anytime somebody sees ambassador next to somebody's name and looks at a profile that exclusively shills for Amazon, they're going to see right through what you're doing. I feel like the only way they even possibly could have made this work is if they paid their employees illegally under the table, which I'm not saying they would do, to talk positively about Amazon on their personal Twitter accounts and have it so buried in regular Twitter activity that it almost seemed genuine. And at the end of the day, I do not know what the actual conditions of Amazon fulfillment centers are like, or if they're actually responding to this criticism well by making improvements, but I am saying that this PR campaign was absolutely horrendous, and you should just cut it off as soon as possible, Amazon, because it's only doing you more harm than good. Truth be told, I do have a Twitch account, I do have an Amazon affiliate account, so I am somewhat associated with Amazon. Don't trust anything I've said. But I really have no horse in this race. I have some serious problems with the way Twitch has been being run. I have serious problems with YouTube, and I constantly make videos on this platform, so don't let that sway you too much. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if you think that I should cease my association with freaking Twitch and Amazon affiliate programs entirely because they're a terrible company that's bad. But let me know what you think about these accounts. Let me know if you personally think they are bots. I don't, but let me know what you think. Can I ask you guys to let me know what you think 3 or 4 more times before I finish this video? Skate on to the best of your abilities, guys. Make sure you're drinking more water. I really hope you guys are doing well out there. I hope you're not shilling for any companies and then saying that you're not. Please do not go to these people's profiles and and get mad at them. Like I said, these are all just people working, trying to make some money. I do not begrudge anyone for doing that. Truth be told, it sounds like a pretty sweet gig, even though it might be slightly immoral. $15 to $17 to tweet out a few times a day sounds amazing. But anyway, peace, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe. Don't say safe. Stay safe.